What's up, guys? It is Saintsfan, and today we're going to be doing another episode of Monday Mailbox. This is a series where you guys ask me questions, either about GTA or just some random stuff, and I give you guys my answers. And before I get into the video, my voice is still a little bit off just because of the whole yesterday thing, so forgive me on that. But anyway, getting into the first question. Actually, before I get into the first question, if you want to ask a question for next week's episode, let me know in the comments. Anyway, into the first question from Dakota. He says, after the next gen comes out, do you think Rockstar will not even bother fixing the modders or the money glitches because they would be busy working on the next gen DLC? This is something I'm sure a lot of you guys are actually concerned about, just because if you don't have a PS4 or Xbox One or don't plan on getting it on PC, you know, you want to be able to play GTA Online on the older consoles still. And I think for a few months they will, you know, maybe 6 to even possibly a year, they'll continue to sort of make sure the old gen stuff does work. It might not be as frequent as some of the other patches, but there's still going to be a team working on all the bugs and all that stuff and all the modders, glitchers. But obviously, yeah, next gen or Xbox One, all the new stuff, that's going to be their main priority. So there will probably be more people working on that, making sure that is alright. But that's just how it is with most games nowadays. Basically, when people just stop playing on the 360 and PS3, that's when Rockstar will probably just say, alright, it's not worth our time and money and all that to fix it. So as long as people still play on it, they will try to fix the modders and all the other issues. Next question from Robert. He says, what is your opinion on heists? Now, this is kind of a general question because even at this point we still really don't know what heists are gonna be. Obviously, we just got the leaked information over the weekend, which that made me pretty excited for it. And after reading that and how we're gonna have heist prep missions and how there's gonna be different tiers with the achievement stuff, I am pretty excited. Now, I know I've said in the past, I don't want to make things overexcited, so if they are bad, you know, we're really disappointed. So I have to limit myself a little bit, but I am optimistic. That's for sure. Now, whether or not they are going to be better on the newer consoles, because that's updated hardware, I don't know yet, but I am optimistic that they will be good. Moving on, Krawi asks, what was your favorite thing about the 1.17 update? My favorite thing probably was the clothes. Like, not even like the actual clothes, but like the new helmet and the new mask, just because of the awesome combinations that like you can use. I've been having so much fun coming up with some awesome outfits for you guys, so over the next couple weeks, you'll definitely be seeing those on Fashion Friday. So that's probably my favorite thing. Let me know in the comment section, actually, what was your favorite thing about the 1.17 update? So I'm interested to hear that from you guys. Next question from GTA 360. He says, do you think we will see a Halloween DLC, or will they leave it like they did with the anniversaries of GTA 5 and GTA Online? This is the tricky question. A lot of people have been asking about a Halloween DLC, just because we are so accustomed to Rockstar making DLCs for holidays. And obviously Halloween's a pretty big holiday that pretty much everybody in the world really celebrates. So that's why a lot of people are hoping there would be a Halloween DLC. Plus, like we've said before, there's so many options that they can do for a Halloween DLC that would make it awesome. But the one question now is, because Rockstar just released the last DLC in the month of October, would they release 2 DLCs plus next gen? That comes out November 18th. So if they release it, say, on like October, I think it's like the 28th, which is the Tuesday before Halloween, would that be too close to the new console? I don't know. See, that's the only issue. Like, I would say if we weren't getting next gen, there would be a Halloween DLC. But the fact that, and you saw it with the last DLC, it seems like most of their staff, most of their, you know, members are working on the newer stuff, just because that is probably more important to them, making sure that's all fixed and good to go before it ships out, rather than doing DLCs. Like I said, you saw with the cars and there was no customization. It was just kind of lacking, it felt like, in the last DLC. But I mean, I'm hoping for a Halloween DLC, unless Rockstar obviously tells us any information. I'm not gonna expect one, just because if it does come out, I'll be surprised and probably happier that it did come out, rather than being disappointed that it didn't come out. But that's my thoughts on the Halloween DLC. And sort of speaking on the whole next gen stuff, Lewis says, when do you think we'll see more information about GTA on PS4 and Xbox One? This is actually kind of shocking. We are almost a month away, and we've only got one trailer that, I mean, it showed us a few things, but it didn't show us much. It didn't show us anything about online. We got that one sort of leak from Rockstar, that talked about animals and online and speedometers and stuff, but besides those things, nothing's going on. I don't know. Like, I hate it so much. And I don't know why Rockstar thinks it's a good idea to be secretive about these things. People, we want communication. That's what, like, we want communication with the developers. And when we don't get that, that's what leads to speculation. That's what leads to disappointment. That's what leads to hyping stuff up and then it not turning out like the way we want it to. So, I don't know. I hope we get stuff soon, but I'm sounding like Rockstar when I say that. Like, when is soon? Soon's going to be November 18th before we know it. So Rockstar definitely needs to get the ball rolling on this because I don't know what they're expecting. And maybe maybe everybody will just go out and buy GTA again. But I don't think it's going to do as good as they hope or expect it to do if they don't build up any hype. And they're running out of time to do that. So maybe next week we'll get a newswire. Or maybe even this week we'll get a newswire because, you know, obviously DLC came out last week. So maybe one of these newswires coming up will have some information. But as Rockstar always says, just stay tuned, right? So there we have that. And the last question from Rishi says, what interiors would you want open for next gen? This is actually a really good question. Obviously, they can't open up every interior. I don't think the consoles can handle it. But for some interiors, I would definitely like to see like the burger, like the fast food shops. Those were open in GTA 4 and previous GTA. So I want to see those back just because I don't know, it's kind of fun to walk into. Other than that, though, honestly, I'm not really sure. I'm actually going to leave this question for you guys to answer in the comment section as well. What kind of interiors could they open? So in other words, if they added buildings that you can actually go into other than the ones that we can go into now and buy stuff like clothes, the gas station, stuff like that, what would those buildings be? What would be inside of them? Let me know in the comments. That'd be interesting to hear. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you want to ask a question for next week's episode, let me know in the comments. But as always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.